Well, when I was in high school, a lot of my classmates joined the National Guard when they were sophomores, and I was 15 years old. They said, "Come on, join the Guard." So I went down to the Guard Armory, which was down in the park that time, and they had to be 17 to join with parents' consent. So I talked my dad into signed the papers, and I got in when I was 15 years old, and I served till 1965. Memories of all the service people from back in World War II and Korean War and Vietnam War, and one of my sons was in the Gulf War, and all that's pretty important to me when one of the veterans die, and we have a ceremony for him out the cemetery. I've been in the Honor Guard for 20-some years now, head of it, so it's pretty important to me.
It signifies respecting the memory of those individuals that served our country and served us. It wasn't an easy task to do that, and there's a lot of sacrifices that were made. But that's probably what means to me the most, yes. Remembering, volunteering, serving. I help out through the Legion, but there's other ways you can serve too as well. If you know a veteran, someone that is alone or whatever, say hi to them. You know, stop in to their house and say hi, knock on their door.
Memorial Day is a time of remembrance for our past veterans, whether they be men or women, anybody that served in the military. My father was in Pearl Harbor, so it has a big meaning to me. It's very important. I would say that it's very much more important to me just because I'm older. You know, when you're younger, you have a family and your kids and lots of things. A lot of times Memorial Day was a time to just take off and go to the lake, and now it seems like it's very much, you need to be there, I guess. It's something more than just a day off.
I take part in the Memorial Day service. I'm on the Honor Guard. I do the firing squad. I've just recently done that since I retired out of the military, 2017. To me, and everybody getting together and never forgetting the people, the men and women that have fallen in the line of battle, in the line of service, that we can't forget. We can't forget these individuals. We should remember everything they've done for us, the sacrifice they made, and just keep remembering them.
Memorial Day to me means I've got 3 friends from back home that are on the Vietnam Wall. So they are, because Memorial Day is for the fallen, not for veterans. It's for the fallen people, people that have died, given their life for the country. And to me, Memorial Day is very important. The most important thing is honoring the people that have passed away through all the wars, not just World War II, Korea, World War I. We honor them at the cemetery, and I think the younger generations need to realize the sacrifices that people have given to have a Memorial Day.
What does Memorial Day signify to me personally is that every year all of the Legion posts and churches and surrounding area, the pride that people have in recognizing the fact that it is Memorial Day, and they all have family and veterans and of course people they've lost in the military, and it's just an honor to be able to honor them. My thought of the importance of Memorial Day is not necessarily for everyone to need to enlist or be involved in military if they can't or choose not to. But on the other hand, would hope that everyone would be encouraged within their family to recognize the Memorial Day ceremonies and the reasoning behind all that. I have a brother that's buried in a local cemetery and of course was honored by the Honor Guard at one of the ceremonies, and in turn prior to that, it just had never meant that much until you are kind of touched by someone's life that was involved in the military and ready and willing to give their life for whatever they needed to.
Memorial Day is the time when we honor those who have passed in the wars that our country and politicians have gotten us into, and they did their duty to the best of their ability and provided us with freedoms, rights, and privileges. My cousin Carl died in Vietnam the day he was leaving after an 18-month stint. A missile came through the roof in the barracks he was in and killed him the day he was leaving. That always got to me. I liked Carl. As I said, when I joined the Navy, I was 10 foot tall and bulletproof. I was about 6 foot when I got out.
Memorial Day to me is the time that we honor veterans, both past and present, and in particularly those that have given everything they can give in their lives, by their lives. I think about my brother Marines and those that have sacrificed their lives, those that have spent everything they had to defend this country and the people around it. If I was going to pass something on to the future generations, I think I would pass on never to forget. Sometimes it's easy to not remember the past and what sacrifices so many people have given so that we may live in this free country that we're living in today.
My name is Ron Grauer. I live in Marysville, have all my life, except for my military time, of course. I was a member of the, as we like to emphasize it a little bit, the United States Marine Corps. On Memorial Day, I think it's the fact, or the thing you should remember the most is how, as you look around and see the different gravestones with the American flag stuck in them, you know that was a person or an individual, male or female, who did something to maintain the very freedoms that you're living under right now. I think it's just showing the respect to those who gave their lives for your freedoms and your rights. And we've got to remember that freedom is not free. It's got to be earned. So, yeah, I would say that's certainly what I would think of.